Hey guys, so you've all seen the viral video of the lady that was crying on a live, drinking, and just sad after she found out that pretty much the man that she was married to had been cheating on her with so many different people. While there's so much going on with the story, it's overwhelming. I don't even know where to start from. I'm just gonna talk from perspective of what you can learn from it, especially if you're a single woman. I'm married, so I can't really say, but as a single woman, I think there's some things to take from this that are very helpful. So I got my notepad and pen. So get ready to take some notes, okay? The first one is do not date when you're in a low place, meaning that if you have a lot of issues going on, take care of that first. Deal with your traumas, heal as much as you can. Because when you're in a low place, you're likely to attract things that are just not good for you. You're going to find people that are kind of on the same level as you, or people that are maybe a little bit higher from that, but are trying to take advantage of it. So these are the people that mistreat you, people that are doing emotional abuse, people that are just dragging you through the mud because they know that you can't even do any better in that moment because they already saw that you're not doing so well. You're not in a good place. So just avoid dating altogether until you take care of all of that. The next one is heal your trauma, all of it. You know, if you need to go back to your childhood and figure out what happened to you, take care of that, because this lady, you can see she was crying in many of the videos, and I see a little girl that a lot of stuff happened to, and somebody who didn't feel protected, because she mentioned that in one of the videos she had a molester that was hanging around the family, and the mom and dad didn't really get rid of the person. They didn't take care of it, and so she was crying, and you could see those tears were somebody didn't protect me, somebody didn't care enough about me, and somebody mistreated me, and the people that were supposed to really stand up for me and take care of it did not. So heal your trauma, because then you're not going to settle for less. You're going to be not accept cruel treatment. You're not going to be immune to things, and just get used to settling for less or getting less and all that. So when somebody comes around offering you less, you're like, no, I don't want it, if you've taken care of your trauma. But if you don't, you're going to end up just taking anything. I mean, in a lot of the interviews, she mentioned how this guy was not the best, but also wasn't as worse as the other ones that she had. That statement really made my skin just go crazy, because I'm like, you're supposed to do better. You're supposed to elevate and go to the next best thing. You never go and go, oh, I'll just take this one. I mean, he's at least doing this. It's supposed to be way better the next time around. So you can't just settle for something and say, well, at least they're not hitting me, but they're emotionally abusing you. So what's it, it's still something bad. So that really bothered me. All right, the next one. This is to all the ladies. I know some of you guys have planned your wedding since you were little, and you're like, you want the wedding, you want the whole event. But it's not just about the wedding, it's about the long run. So don't be so caught up in just this whole thing about planning the event, your dress, and all that stuff. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with just enjoying the event, but don't be so caught up in it that you take whatever just to have a person fill up a space, for somebody to wear a tuxedo or whatever, for you guys to do a wedding, just to have it so you could take pictures and all that stuff, and just really, really be caught up in the event, because marriage is way more work than that. I'm telling you guys, I've been married for about 8 years. It is way more than that, okay? It's not just a wedding dress, okay? So you have to make sure that you are picking the right partner, the right person that's really going to go through this with you. And it's not just all the fancy things, because when that dies down, life starts, okay? You guys got bills to pay, if you have kids and stuff like that, life starts happening. So you need to be able to be with the right person that's willing to do life with you and do it in a way that is great for both of you, okay? So don't be caught up in just the wedding, okay? The next one, this one is also resonated with me. Do not be with somebody that is not like you. Typically there's signs, but a lot of women kind of dim them down. They kind of ignore them. They kind of say, oh, this and this, and they try to defend the person. But typically, you know the signs, and you can feel it when you're by yourself. You know when somebody does not like you. I myself, there was a couple years ago where I dealt with somebody that did not like me. I stayed around because I liked them more, and I was hoping that one day they'll see my work, they'll see how beautiful I am, they'll see this, and one day they'll just be like, this and that. All along, they were giving me signs that they did not like me. These people, like whenever this person, when something came up, they did not call to check on me. They had inconsistent communication. Everything was never a sure thing about me, and all this stuff. And you can see in a lot of the times, you can see this guy in a lot of the videos showed that he was not feeling this lady anymore. I think he came and got what he needed and was done with her, because I just see this forceful relationship on a lot of the videos that she posted. It looked like she was the one that's really was like, come here, let's do a video, more than him saying it. So please, there's always signs when somebody does not like you. You just have to pay attention. Don't talk too much. Just be quiet and pay attention to how somebody's treating you. It's all, the signs are always there that somebody does not like you. All right, the last one, they're not your type. So typically, a lot of women like get DMs, you get people messaging you, you get guys hitting on you and whatever. There's always that persistent person that keeps trying and keeps trying. And one day you say, oh, let me give him a chance. That could be your worst thing ever. Because the people that when you pick somebody that's not your type, that's not who you're attracted, that's the person that you really want, they're going to humble you. And I mean this, and it can be in the worst way. This person could be your downfall. I'm telling you. Typically, it's almost like they get with you when you give them a chance as a revenge. And they're going to try to do everything to make your life miserable. Okay? So when you don't give them a chance, they're just taking notes. And they're like, oh, she didn't really like me. I'm not their first pick. And they're just keeping that. And when you give them that one chance, they're going to do everything to try to make your life miserable. They're going to try to down how beautiful you are. They're going to, down your achievements. They're going to be saying things to really question, like, who you are. They're just going to try everything to bring down your spirit, your mental health, okay? So when you do not like a person, just leave it alone. Don't say, oh, well, he came back and he begged me and I gave him a chance. Most of the time, these are going to be that person that's going to make your life miserable. And I'm telling you, they're going to bring you down in such a bad way, you're going to regret it. So that's one of the things that I've realized. Yeah, of course, there's good guys that, will be there for a while and they eventually give them a chance and things are fine. But most of the time, it is not. So guys, while I felt sad for the lady, there was so much stuff going on that I really can't even more. I've been trying to read up to figure out what the heck is going on and I really can't. There's so much, okay? But these are some of the things that I took from it, things that I feel like if you're a single woman especially, you can learn from. All right? I hope this is helpful. Bye.